Hello there. I've got a ridiculous question for you, and it's one that's been keeping me up at night while the rest of you are busy touching grass. How does a four-time world champion go from god of the track to get me the hell out of here in less than 12 months? Want to take this corner? Well, sorry, BGO, it's crashing time. Want to focus on a race? Well, too bad, because I'm feeling real chatty, and watching the Red Bull empire implode is the only thing currently keeping me from joining a monastery. So, to understand why Max is currently driving like he's got a personal vendetta against his own existence, we have to talk about the Macarena wing. It's an aerodynamic disaster Red Bull tried to reverse engineer to look like Ferrari. The problem? It's basically a death trap. In Austria, Max told the team the rear end felt like it was possessed, and the team basically hit snooze like a teenager on a Monday morning. Then came Silverstone. Max, the guy who has saved them from mediocrity for years, literally begged to start from the pit lane because the car was a rolling suicide machine. And Red Bull? They said no. They prioritized track position over their world champion not turning into a human projectile. Lap 48, Stowe Corner, the wing fails, Max is in the gravel, and the radio is, well, let's just say it's not for the kids. He's screaming, he's fuming, and he's finally realized he's being sacrificed for a corporate balance sheet. Let's look at the standings, because watching Red Bull try to spin this is funnier than the crash itself. Max is sitting in seventh, and he's so far back that he's officially triggered the get-out-of-jail-free clause in his contract. The paddock is a crime scene right now. Newey is gone, Monahan is running to Cadillac, and even GP, Max's actual racing soulmate, is defecting to McLaren. Max is so done with these lift-and-coast hybrid tractors that he's basically checking the classifieds for GT3 seats. Imagine being the best in the world and choosing a sabbatical over driving a Red Bull. It's like owning a Ferrari and deciding to walk. It makes no sense unless you've completely snapped. You want to understand the robot personality? It's not genetics, kids. It's trauma. We're talking about a dad, Jaws, who used to treat racing like a psychological horror movie, abandoning a 14-year-old at a gas station in Italy because he was pissed about a race result. That's not coaching, that's a villain origin story. Making him drive in sub-zero temps until his fingers were literally frozen solid, then telling him to shut up when he cried. This is the Stockholm Syndrome schooling of Formula One. It turned a boy into a machine, but it also left him completely empty inside. You get 4 world titles, but you lose the ability to feel like a normal human being. It's a trade-off I wouldn't make, but hey, I like being able to go to therapy without having a panic attack. And when the cameras aren't on, he's on iRacing and the mask slips. He gets bumped in a virtual race and he doesn't just get mad, he goes full on, I'm taking you out with me. It's the same obsessive, petty rage he hides in the paddock. Look, I get it. Winning is the point, but at some point you're not a racer, you're just a guy who needs to go outside and touch some grass. The GP bromance? Dead, done, gone. It wasn't just a bad strategy call in Hungary. When your own engineer, the guy who has been the voice in your head for years, calls you childish on a live mic to millions of people, that's not a disagreement, that's a divorce. GP is headed to McLaren, and honestly, can you blame him? When the toxicity hits terminal velocity, you don't stay for the ride. You find a seat on a boat that isn't sinking. So, how fast is Max Verstappen actually? I don't know. But I do know you should subscribe. We're now on Spotify, so please check it out. It's on screen or down below or something. And if you're a Stroll fan, I don't know why you're here, but thanks for the view, I guess. See ya.